Yeah. How y'all feeling out there? You're now tuned into the DuckOff Hour. You know, with my boy Cool Ass Cam holding down innovative coaching. Then I got the other homie, my good people's Bolo. He in this one. You know, Jay Bizzle in this bitch. And we live, you know. I'd like to thank everybody for pulling up, you know, all across the board. You know, we're gonna put some numbers on the board today. Yeah. That Rodney just pulled up. Oh yeah. He got a new Man, it's called. You know, it's going for $100 a gram because it's only grown in a certain environment. You can't even get it grown in the room. Yeah. I'm gonna let this sound out. Yeah. What's the deal, man? You're now tuned in live to the DuckOff Hour, and we are ducked off currently at a duck off location, Bellflower, California, to be exact. You know, and I got my boy Cool Ass Cam in here, my boy JB, that Rodney, good looking bro. He offered me some good drink and whatnot. But we chilling, we chilling, man. Yeah, salute to my boy Cool Ass Cam. And before I start off the show, I like to give a brief shout out to my sponsors. First and foremost, shout out Innovative Culture, podcast. We've been here years, you know, on top entertainment, I got my other boy, Golden King. That's my boy, What Up Levy, holding it down, you know. And before I get this started, I got to show y'all the young merchandise here. So, as you know, when you purchase the album, the Ducked Off LP, you get that good ducked off fitted, on top entertainment on the side with the Quack Dealers on the side. I'm thinking of a dope logo for the Quack Dealers. Still got it in the creation stages, meaning I'm still thinking on it, got some ideas. So, but I'm thinking of a dope ass Quack Dealer shirt. So if you're a graphic designer of some sort or whatever, holla at your boy one time. Ducked Off Fitteds when you get that Ducked Off LP. Also, as you know, we got the Ducked Off mask, We got that going up, so make sure y'all hit the website to get that Ducked Off mask, get you right. You fly out here at the same time while you ducked off, Oh, we got as I state all the time, we got that Azul, and then we got that Rojo, though, that ducked off right here, Ski. Yeah, get your mask right, match your Jordans or whatever J's is coming out this week or month or whatever this year, get you right. Boom. We got that right there. I got the black one. I'm usually wearing the black joint, that Negro. I usually got that black joint. You know, you said, nigga, flip the damn thing. So yeah, I usually got the black joint, on the website lavellestreets.com, or you can DM me personally or hit me up, and I will properly bless you with that ducked off merch. Also, keep your head top cold or warm, pause. You know, with that on top entertainment beanie, get you right out here in the streets. It's been hella windy lately. And sometimes, you can't just wear a hat like that. You want to get fresh and stay warm. So we got that ducked off beanie. That's going to be on the site soon. I'm going to go ahead and flick up with some dope photos and all that. Also, we got that duct tape mixtape. That's out on the website now, too. The only place you can get it. As you know, it comes with that essential pack. If you don't want to touch the gas station pump and all that shit, we got the gloves for you. You don't want to touch that pump raw. So, you got to get the gloves for your shit, man. And then we got the masks in there too. The standard, the regular joint, just in case, like, oh shit, I can't even go to the grocery store. Let me check the pack. Boom, you in the game. So make sure y'all hit the website. Y'all can get that. Boom, duct tape. And last but not least, that Ducked Off LP, which is out right now on my website, lavellestreets.com. That's where you can get it. The only place you can get it. So make sure y'all visit that website, and I will go ahead and I will get you set straight, So that Ducked Off LP, that is out right now. Some fire. If you go to Atlanta or anywhere in the South or some shit, like, yeah, that fire. Not that fire, that fire. So yeah, man. So salute to all my sponsors, which is myself. Oh, and I got the boom life. I didn't even bring my boom because I just released a specialty item which is that LA Boom series, man. That shit been going crazy. We sold out the first day on that joint too. So yeah, man, it's just been booming, booming, booming. You know, I just had to say it 3 times on they dog ass. You know, I got the same damn thing at the same damn time. So yeah, man. So salute to all the sponsors and all that good stuff, and let's get right into it. Drop that dope for me, Cam. Yeah. So I like to start off to say, you know, my weekend was pretty good over the weekend, man. I went out on well, let me start off with this. Maybe a few weeks back, I went to go do some filming for my boy Block's video. You know, Ready for War. I shot that. It's the Ill Cinematics. Follow my page. But we went to Melrose and hit up the homie shop. Offer a lot of cough syrup. Linked with the homie. Got some footage. And as I was out there, because I haven't been out there in quite some time. So when I went out there, I'm looking like, damn, this shit lit. Like you would think COVID didn't exist, pandemic, nigga, who, what? Everybody out there selling clothes. Everybody out there just on a hustle, right? So I'm like, damn, we got to double back out here. I got to come back out here, you know? So last weekend, I made it a point with me and my team. Salute to my boy S. Dot Sean and my boy What Up Levy. We went out on Melrose and we just hit the strip, man. And we was out there just promoting like heavy. You know, we was getting a lot of love, a lot of follows, a lot of listens, and just people just rocking with us. So that was my weekend, man. I was promoting. We went out there about 3 o'clock. Ended up leaving around 8. You feel me? That's how booming it was, man. Just on a promo tip, and it felt good just to, you know, get out there and socialize with the people, man. Because it's a lot of people that's out there sacrificing and just going in to put that work in for themselves in their project or whatever they were selling, man. A lot of people was out there selling all type of stuff. And it was like you was in the Mecca. You was in the Mecca, B. Y'all remember the clothing line Mecca? You ever wore some Mecca jeans? I think I had a pair, like a Mecca shirt. I might have to just, I ain't gonna say bring it back, but I might just get a Mecca fit just cause a nigga used to have it. I used to like that fit. But yeah, it was booming out there, man. We ended up going to a vegan restaurant called Sugar Taco or some shit. I had a bowl, a vegan bowl. You know, a nigga been trying to eat right and all that good stuff. So I had me a little nice vegan bowl. You know, and I didn't think it'd do the job because I seen the bowl, and usually when I eat something out of a bowl, usually this bowl is gigantic and it's filled up with cereal. You feel me? So I'm usually going crazy with it. I'm like, man, I don't think this gonna do it, but man, I got that hot sauce, a little bit of chips on the side, and it went crazy. And I was like, you know what? I'm pretty satisfied and I'm energized too. You feel me? So yeah, that was my weekend, man. We went out there on the strip on Melrose, hit a lot of them shops up, and you know, there's a lot of beautiful women out there. So make sure y'all go ahead and tap in, you know, because you can walk the strip and you gonna meet something. You know what I mean, Ski. But yeah, that was my weekend on Melrose with the homie. You know, it was pretty wild. And yeah, my boy. Salute to my boy S. Dot. He in the building. Drop a duck if you in the building too. Wherever you are, drop that duck emoji. And it was pretty wild, but it was tight. And another one wild thing I did come across was I seen some shit with Dr. Seuss. Let me take my shades off. You know, my shades is limo tint on these motherfuckers. You know? Nigga paid the 200 extra to get pulled over by the police every stop for that limo tint on the shades. Like, nigga, I can't even see. I can't even see you. But some wild shit I seen was with my nigga. You know, as a kid, I know y'all remember the Cat in the Hat and the Green Eggs and Ham, and these were such loving books as a child. And we all grew up on these type of books, right? These Dr. Seuss books. So I randomly see the story, and I'm not surprised because, mind you, the dude created the books, or he was born around 1904, right? My nigga, what's his name? My nigga Theodore Seuss. You know, Gassel. Geisel. See, I fucks with my nigga Cam because it was gonna be a bit challenging pronouncing his last name. But Dr. Seuss, or not Dr. Seuss, Dr. Geisel. Dr. Seuss Geisel. You feel me? So I see the story and they like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and remove like 6 of his books off the shelves of Barnes and Nobles and all these bookstores because come to find out these loving childhood books that we all grew up on, they had a lot of racist imagery and things that can hurt other people, and not just racist towards black people but racist towards Asians, and well, at least that's as much as I read was it was Asians and black people. You feel me? And they were saying something about, yeah, one of the books, it was called And to Think That I saw it on Mulberry Street, and if I ran the zoo, I was instantly like, okay, I'm sure they about to be talking about niggas on this one. You feel me? But they put those 2 books off the shelf because it was insensitive imagery on within the book. So one of them, they had a Chinese or Asian dude with the chopsticks eating out of a bowl or whatever, and it was, I didn't see the actual picture, which was racist that they say, but that's what the article was saying. And I'm like, okay, Asian eating chopsticks. I'm like, I think Asians eat. But niggas could probably be funny. Not niggas. When I say niggas, I mean people in general. You feel me? But they were probably being funny and were talking about Asian people. Then they had the black people, not wearing those shoes with a grass skirt on, probably on some African shit or whatever. Not African shit like that, but some.
You said it.
Yeah. Probably on some, stereotypical African shit that they portray. They probably was that, but I didn't even see the image. But I take it was like that because they made such a fuss about it to take these books off the shelves. So I'm like, damn, Dr. Seuss, man, you racist like that, bro. But I'm not surprised because the nigga was born in 1904 and it was heavy racism then. So, and he was white, so it's not too far off to believe like he was probably saying, I'm gonna just get at these niggas. I'm about to roast these niggas on this one. As you see, when the coronavirus, when that shit first hit, they was already roasting the Asians, calling this shit the Kung flu. You feel me? Like, so it's not too far off to think that they was talking shit back then. Like they was probably going in even more back then. So I'm like, okay, I'm not even surprised that the dude Theodore Seuss Geisel was, going in. So I'm looking at that and I started thinking like, damn, they removing all them books. I'm thinking of it like on some Jordan shit, like when they dead stocks or some Nike SBs, when they dead stock, they gonna sell the shoes for probably like $200 on the store site, and then when it goes onto something like Stock X or something, that motherfucker gonna be going for like 1,500. So I'm like, shit, let me see what these books cost. I'm like, shit, I probably need to get one real quick. You feel me? What's good? What's good?
Those books like are part of our childhood, right? This is like material that we grew up on.
Yes.
Like our lives would be completely different without having these books, right?
Absolutely.
So what I'm thinking about is who really wants to get rid of this piece of history, like this piece of upbringing, to replace it with something else. It's like a whole piece of, generation that just gets destroyed.
That's true.
So I think it's always a higher fucking purpose to things, higher reasoning behind everything. Like
to get rid of them books, right?
It's not just about him having racial imagery in there or nothing like that. I believe it's probably some of the things that kids grew up and learned through the books, Like, it's a big push for different things. And
right.
Get into politics and shit like that, too.
So are you saying, or I'm taking it as it may have been dropping like educational metaphors for children to learn things, but they don't even want them to learn those type of things. So they're going to go ahead and remove the books because we want you to learn our way of learning.
What we believe the agenda is. At that point, the agenda was just something completely different.
Okay, so what do you think the agenda was? was or is. Let me ask you this: what do you think the agenda was, and what do you think the agenda is now?
Well, back then it was real big racial inequality.
Okay.
Now it's gender inequality.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's the biggest push for it, especially now with the current, politicians in office and things like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. The gender inequality definitely is a big push because I still don't think that you're a man still. You probably shouldn't be in women's sports because you're gonna dominate like crazy because you're a man. You're just physically stronger by nature. You know, but far as the Dr. Seuss thing, I can see what you mean by maybe they pushing out something. And what do you think it?
All right, so on the flip side of Dr. Seuss, right? You had Charles Schultz. Charles Schultz drew the Peanuts comics.
Okay.
Brown, Snoopy, all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just learning, Black history month this past.
Yeah, you got a nice download.
Yeah, I was able to learn the history of Franklin. Franklin was the only Black Peanuts character.
Really? Okay.
The only one out the group.
I didn't get that memo, but go ahead, continue.
He wore a purple shirt. Look at the old Peanuts comics.
Come on, man. Look, we creating, but go ahead.
So going back to comparing him to like Dr. Seuss, I would put him kind of up there as far as cartoonistic category and shit like that because Peanuts is all over the place, and then just like you said, Dr. Seuss, his books is just
shit. My little nephew got Dr. Seuss books. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, they about to take they got a crazy catalog though too. So
how can you be mad at Green Eggs and Ham?
You can't.
Things like that.
You can't really get mad at Green Eggs. I don't see any racist things in Green Eggs and Ham. However, the total of the story, or what is it? The whole story, basically. I wouldn't be surprised if Dr. Seuss was racist because it was 1904 and it was in the early 1900s. That's not too far off of crazy racism, and we was fighting for them being civil.
You probably got people all in his ears,
right?
Telling him to be in fear, shit like that, or whatever. You can't hang out with them; they don't like you. The same way it go on one side. I believe in my heart that it goes like that on both ends.
Yeah, it's like, man, don't trust them niggas or something like that.
Because as a black community, people do that too.
Yeah, it's true. This is true.
It's a negative stereotype,
Mm-hmm.
When you don't have to be like that with it.
And you don't, man. So I can see what you mean by, being both ways on it being a part of history and maybe it's not going towards the agenda of today. You feel me? So I get that. What I was saying too, or to add on to that, was I instantly thought of it on some. I'm like, okay, y'all removing these books. I thought of a money thing too, where, and that's just for people collectors. I'm like, oh, y'all removing these books. Well, there's not gonna be any more. So, shit, let me go ahead and grab one of these motherfuckers, so I can hold it. Yeah, you remember the what was that, Beanie Babies and shit when they went crazy like that? You feel me? Niggas was all in the store, and I remember that shit like, oh shit, people really going crazy for Beanie Babies and Tickle Me Elmo shit because limited items or whatever case. But I'm like, oh, let me get one of these Dr. Seuss books. I want to get two just so I can hold one and flip one. You feel me? That was my idea. I'm like, oh, y'all about to get rid of it? Cool. Let me just grab one of these motherfuckers. So I start looking, I start researching where can I get it, and I'm on the internet. Nigga, all these motherfuckers are sold out. Like literally. And then I'm looking on
Even Amazon?
Amazon, sold out, my nigga. I'm on Amazon, all that. You can look it up too.
They doing that shit on
Now, there are some that are available, right? They going like toilet paper now. Niggas is selling it for the high. I seen one of the books that they're taking out of that they won't be publishing anymore in the stores. That shit going for $4 bands. A Dr. Seuss book. $4 bands. So that's why I wanted to get one. I'm like, I'll keep one for this and save one just to flip. So, and I hit my cousin up and like, hey, my nigga, these Dr. Seuss books about to be hitting right now, my nigga. They taking them off the shelves.
You be talking about that like you be talking to niggas about the Bitcoin.
Yeah, hey, that's kind of what slowed me down from coming here today, right? When we was talking about the crypto, we was talking about a certain coin to get, and he hit me up out of nowhere like, my nigga, check your wallet. And I looked, I was like, oh, my shit busting right now. Like, my wallet busting right now. And it's still going up, too. And I'm over here, we chopping it up like, nigga, this shit going, oh, shit. Like, man, nigga, we talking shit. You know, and it just, I'm over here doing some research for the DuckOff Hour and other things. Mind you, in the midst of chopping it with my nigga Block about the coin that's really busting right now. It's called a hydro coin. That motherfucker just went crazy. You feel me? And the nigga made a nice profit. Salute to my uncle. He in the building. What's the deal? What up, Unc? But yeah, but that's how these Dr. Seuss books that's being taken off the shelves. That's how they going right now. Them motherfuckers is like quadruple its worth right now. If you can look, you see what I mean? Quack dealers out here. Quack, you selling quack on the streets, nigga. And yeah, it's wild. And that all happened, what, March 1st? In the midst of the ending of Black History Month. And another thing I seen too, and this happened within Black History Month, I seen Citibank I was tripping off the story with Citibank, right? Because I don't accidentally give a nigga $100. Like, oh shit, my bad, my nigga. I I was giving you some change, and I accidentally gave you 100. My bad, my nigga. I have never accidentally gave the nigga extra $100. You feel me? Just like if I'm breaking the deal up, I'm gonna give you your deal. You feel me? So Citibank, these niggas, at least the story goes, they're claiming allegedly, you say all three of them, supposedly accidentally, am I saying that right? Accidentally wired over $500 million. Well, accidentally wired over $900 million to the Revlon company, right? The cosmetic company. And they went to court trying to get that back. Like, oh, we did that on accident. I'm like, nigga, how you like wire over $900 million on accident? Like, nigga, how?
Have you ever accidentally like jailed somebody? Like if you tried to send them 25 and that shit ended up being like 250 or 2500 or some shit like that. Have you ever? I've done that before.
If I've accidentally cashed app a nigga an extra 10 on some shit,
my
but
25 turned into 250.
you know, but nigga, 900 million though.
Well, somebody probably went to sleep on the button.
Like I'm sure it's type checks and boundaries before a nigga push that send button.
And that shit just got out of hand.
90 on me, like you feel me?
I've done it where I send the extra, but it's always to a nigga I know. So
Yeah.
They'll send it back.
Yeah.
See?
Hey, damn, nigga. You sending nigga 2,500?
Yeah, it's like, hey, my nigga, nah, I didn't mean to send you all of that. Send that back. But they went to court for that, right? They went to court for the lenders to get that bread back, and the court ruled like, nah, you gave that up. That's theirs now.
That was a come up.
Yeah, it's y'all. It's theirs. And you can't get that. That's you in a dice game, niggas. Like this nigga got like Like you what you mean I can't bet back? Like nigga, you took my bread. Like I got more bread. I just like bet back. Like nah, you can't. Like niggas will fade you over not betting back because they lost their money. You feel me? Yeah, you feel me? Like nigga, you ain't about to bet back. Nigga will put up his card before he like really walk out of there taking a complete L. Like he's gonna try to win his money back. But yeah, they was like, nah, you can't get the bread back. So I started looking into it a little more, and I'm seeing that the who is it? The judge who ruled that it's the dude named Jesse Furman, and who the person that owns Citibank, the nigga name is Michael Corbett, basically. He the CEO of Citibank, right? So the judge, he's I guess he's a Democrat, and I want to say I'm speculating and I'm guessing. I just let my mind kind of run wild on this one, but I wouldn't be surprised if this happened. Like, let's say, for instance, the people who got hit for the bread, they was like pro Trump or some shit, and then the judge, he was pro Biden, and if you got your homie, and and mind you, I'm just going along. This is a story I'm making up, but I'm just like, all right, if I got my homie as the judge and you accidentally send me that bread back and we already don't like you, he probably like, shit, nigga, run that. Like, nah. He's like, yeah, court rules, nah, you can't get that back. That's where I went with it, but for sure it might be some whole other shit, but I'm just like, maybe these niggas just don't get along, or maybe they got different uh they're for different presidents or whatever. Not presidents. I'm saying the wrong complete word. I'm saying the complete wrong word. Yeah. My Felicia. I'm saying the wrong shit, man. Look, I'm just tripping off of like nigga 900 million. I'm still trying to get process that. But yeah, all in Black History Month, man. So the dude, I just want to bring it back to Dr. Seuss. It was in Massachusetts. He's from Massachusetts, Boston, and all that good shit. But yeah, they might have had some beef and they made a rule that like, nah, you can't get that bread back. And that's kind of where I went with it. But aside from some other more wild shit, but good shit, speaking of Boston and everything, they're supposed to be reopening Boston. Basically you can dine in and you can go back to normal life. You can go. It's gonna go back to normal life, basically. They said it's in phase 3. We're opening up all the dining places and the stores, and you can be regular now. And phase 4 is basically we're opening all the stadiums again, and everything's gonna be back to normal. That's what they're saying is gonna happen to Massachusetts. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. All right, I'm sure people happy. I seen the tweet before. It's like, once everything open, I'm gonna just wait for the wave. I'm gonna let everybody do their thing because I'm still ducked off, man. I'm going out to promo. You feel me? If I rocks with you, I might pull up on you, but I'm ducked. I'm ducked out the way, man. You feel me? Because it's like if I want to go out, man, I'm gonna celebrate some type of accomplishment or victory a nigga done did. That's where I want when I want to go out. Or I recently went out for my birthday in Vegas and shit and had a cool time. But it's really no need for me to just go out and be politicking and partying and all this extra shit, man. I'm chilling. I want to get this bag. And the bag requires me to sit home and study and get on my shit and stay the fuck ducked off until my bag is completely the way I want it. And then boom, then that's when you pop out. You know? And that is basically the movements I'm gonna be making. But some other wild things I seen, not even wild, it's just a new technology I seen. It's called a forever battery, right? Drop a duck if you in the building. You feel me? If you in the building, drop a duck. My boy Cool Ass Cam with the Quizac dealers. So look, man, they getting ready to drop this forever battery. It's a quantum glass battery, right? It's battery technology. The stock symbol right now is SSBT. You know, it's at $100, but they're speculating it's supposed to go crazy like how Tesla is right now, and Google and whatever high price stock you see is supposed to be that, because as we move towards the future, they're planning on getting rid of all of this oil and gas and all of these things. They want to make they want to make the environment more cleaner. You know, the Green New Deal is supposed to get rid of all of these things that's causing polluting the atmosphere. And I'll just say that, keep it simple. You know, polluting the atmosphere. They want to implement all of these different energy saving things, or just more natural. But the battery is they're supposed to be putting in it in different cars where it can go up to 1,000 miles off this little, like literally the battery is like it can fit on my thumb. That's how big the battery is. You feel me? I'm like, damn, how is that supposed to charge? This is charging. This is gonna charge everything. Damn. Okay. So I was thinking, like, do you really want your phone to not ever cut off? You know, do you appreciate your phone like never dying? You know, Cam, how do you feel about like keeping your phone on 24/7, like never losing its charge?
What if you got a phone, right, where you can't take the battery out? You gotta let it die. It's fucking reset it or something like that, right?
That's what I was thinking.
It's gonna be something that go wrong with that phone to where you gotta like turn it off. You know, you gotta let the battery just go for some reason. But yeah, I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, man, it's like, what if my phone start tripping? I want to just turn it off, and it's like I can't. This motherfucker will not turn off, and it's just froze. You feel me? And it got 150-year lifespan on it. Every charge, you know, it's just not gonna die on you like that. You know, so it's a give and a take. You know, what's good, bro? Oh, you was yeah, my nigga Jay Bizzle in the building too, man. How do you feel about that? Yeah, he been ducked off in the cut. Yeah, what's
It's
good, bro?
fascinating, very fascinating. I feel that's some form of nuclear technology in a common form.
The battery?
Absolutely, it has to be. Because what doesn't die? Like, if you have an infinite power source of something that you can harness to the masses, like millions of units, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't die. To me, that sounds like broken up pieces of nuclear technology. You could probably make a nuke with that if it falls into the wrong hands.
It's gonna fall into the wrong hands. You
You see
feel
what
me?
I'm saying?
It's
You're
inevitable.
basically giving the common person power of a nuclear weapon. 'Cause you don't know if that's made out of uranium. That could be plutonium. You don't know.
They saying it's lithium.
Yeah.
Lithium, right?
So,
Mm-hmm.
And what's that made?
I had some stocks in the Lithium America.
Lithium in America. Yeah, they saying that's supposed to. They saying it's. When I say they, I mean like the internet.
Here's too dark back there.
Okay, but yeah.
It threw everything off.
But he looked. What he was saying sounded mysterious and intriguing, so it kind of
like I was
yeah.
It was just a face.
Yeah. Oh shit! All right.
It was like a face in the shadow.
Oh shit! Well, yeah, there it is.
Lithium
He sees the boards, huh?
I said lithium powered batteries and shit.
But
Yeah,
lithium
so
batteries die.
No, but think about like
how's it made out of
plutonium
something that dies
powered
already?
batteries too.
Plutonium powered
think about
batteries?
it,
Yeah,
the
but it's
battery
like
still pack its punch.
nuclear.
It's fully
So what is the difference between the lithium and the plutonium?
still an element. Way more potent, right?
So if you got this little battery, it's a glass battery. It's a quantum glass battery, right? So
You think it's made out of glass? You really think it's made out of glass?
I mean, that's what the article and that's what the people were saying that created it. They're saying it's made out of glass. I mean, it's the quantum glass battery is not just made out of glass. it's probably like different components in it is made out of
It's
glass.
probably made out of a real diamond.
After watching Unbreakable, I feel like anything could be made out of glass.
Glass, huh?
People.
It's a people.
It might be a real diamond. People, huh? Diamond person. Glass
Hey man,
person.
they was with the old girl sales, Henrietta Lacks. She had they was cloning all type of shit with her cells because her cells are considered immortal, or she was considered
Who's that, Lucy?
no, not Lucy. It's this black woman. They were saying the way her cells multiply, she was considered a different species. Like
The first woman?
yeah, the first woman.
Blue the actress?
No, not the first woman in general, but she was like one of the first women that when they ran tests on her cells,
Got all the juice.
basically she got all the sauce, all the juice. It's like we can't even figure out why her cells is multiplying. She died, so they used all her cells just to make all these different diseases. And Henrietta Lacks. We got flock sound effects in this bitch. But yeah, they used all her cells to make these different clones and viruses and vaccines, like all stem from her cells, because she was considered a different species because her cells didn't die basically. So they still like here now. And family was
How
fine.
many clones do you think are in this country?
How many clones in this country? Man, I would say probably like.
What do you think is the oldest clone? Like, how old do you think a clone?
I mean, I'll say
Person clone?
A person.
I would say because Chipotle, they put a sign clearly on their shit like, look, this is not the meat. This is pause. This is not actual chicken that you eat. They display that to let niggas know, like, look, bro, it's not that, but it's not this. So it tastes good though. So can you put grilled onions in that?
Like? You know the difference from clone chicken to clone cow to a regular cow? It's one big difference that I've noticed from my travels.
What is that?
Farms. No, it's one huge difference. Well, two.
What is that?
Clone cows stink to shit. I mean, they smell terrible, like death.
Mm-hmm.
Not cow shit. Not shit like you like, damn, I smell shit. They smell like death, like bodies. And their heads are really small.
Really?
A clone cow's head is extremely small.
Can you pull up a clone cow, Cam?
A real cow has a big head.
I've never seen.
Clone cow got a little head. That's how you know he a clone. If
I don't know.
He got a little big body with the little Koopa Man head like a Mario. That's a clone.
I don't know if I've ever witnessed a clone cow, or maybe not have known about it. I probably did, but probably didn't know. You might, these gang of chickens, they probably all clone.
Chickens?
What's
Clone chickens?
What is it?
Real chicken, he real small. He fast.
True.
He hard to catch. You're like, damn, I can't catch this chicken. He's extremely quick. Clone chickens get big real quick.
Yeah,
they got big ass titties.
Oh, look, he pulled it up. Cow cloning. It's cracking. So that fire ass steak you eating? Yeah, man.
I know.
Shit probably bomb though.
Break it down right here.
All right, clone cow. Cow cloning. I said it backwards. Biological copying, it is referred to as cloning. Biological copying is referred to as cloning. By cloning his prize cow, breeding the clones, and keeping their offspring, the farmer can introduce the natural positive characteristics into the herd quickly. Farmers can also clone animals to produce more uniform quality meat. So yeah, they already in the game cloning shit. They been probably cloning shit,
For years.
For years, vegetables too. So
how do you think they do it? Like, what do you think the process is
of cloning
to clone like a cow? Do they take a full grown ass cow and fucking one day it just pops up into another full grown ass cow like out of a fucking chamber or something?
Go ahead.
Or what do you think? I don't know. I don't know how it works.
I think, and I'm guessing, I don't know.
Should we search how do you clone?
Yeah, I think you should, because I would think you probably get like an instruction manual from the scientists where you bought it from, the plug, and they like, look, these are the steps you need to take. You might have like spent some racks.
Look, how to clone. Look, all this. I ain't even typing in cow yet.
How do you clone yourself?
Yeah, right. So they probably it probably came with the instruction manual on how to clone something. Just like with anything, like, man, how do I put this how do I put this slide together? You got the fam. You just bought a swing set for your youngins. You got the instruction manual, so it probably got it for this. Add water. You feel me? Stir that motherfucker around. Put it in the microwave. And you good. So Cam just pulled up the procedure on how to clone. We about to figure this out because next year, nigga, we put in like nigga, big thoroughbreds, nigga. Fuck your car, nigga. Nigga pulled up on that nag, nigga. Like, what's happening? All right. How to clone. In reproductive cloning, researchers remove a mature somatic cell, such as skin cell, from an animal that they wish to copy. They then transfer the DNA of the donor animal's somatic cell into an egg cell. So it's like, boom, you got the egg, the embryo of the egg, boom, you inject it probably, and whatever, they probably gave that to you. Or what is that, octate? Octate? It's octate that has had its own DNA containing nucleus removed. So I would think they get, how I'm imagining it, they got the embryo or whatever, and then you got your needle, then you inject that motherfucker, and then they tell you instruction, keep this in the fridge for under 20 degrees or some shit.
Stem cells.
Yeah, you feel me? Let it hit a little sunlight.
But they do that to chicken too.
It grows. You
And
have to have
an incubation?
No.
Yeah, they give you the
that's what I
incubation
mean.
thing.
It grows in the real mother.
Well, that's what I mean. Okay, we know about the circle of life. We know about
You can't clone anything unless you have the original copy. That if you wanted to print,
But you can
the
have
original paper, anything you write original, you need the original first to clone
Do
anything.
y'all believe that, like, all right, look at cryobanks, right?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, man. He's a crowd bank. Let's go.
Cryobanks, right?
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pause. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know if you got to pause that because niggas get paid.
That I just said because that's how y'all niggas be like, shit.
There's some series or something like that out now where they talking about people finding out
babies.
They finding out that they got siblings,
Uh-huh.
like 15, 16. Because, you know, somebody walk into one of them offices, you're not just going one time. Once you get a check, it's like, okay, that was quick, that was easy, I'm going to go back. Now, it's like they getting all these multiple samples.
They probably, I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they probably selling that shit off for the low. Or
they got people running with each other in college, or like they moved to a new town or something like that. And it's like, man, you kind of look like me a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, man, where did your mom go to the donor?
I think it's just people that couldn't have children. I know it's a fact that every time a regular black man, when he ejaculates, 500 million sperms come out.
True.
You did.
I wouldn't say true, but I've heard that.
Any other culture of non-melanated person, they get about 10 million.
Cheers.
They get about 10 million people come out. So you got to think
10
about
million
it.
people.
No, for real. You got to think about it like in a retrospect. Because each womb is probably a universe, right?
Right.
Every time you bust a nut, you're busting a whole civilization of people.
True.
500 million.
And one of them, only one makes it.
King, right?
I'm gonna have to turn
Only-
the mic off, nigga. Hold on.
Only one makes it, and we made it, nigga. And we made it.
Sometimes you can get there with a person. You're like, well, that's why I think original.
Yeah.
These niggas start talking, and then nigga Mike slowly goes down as he
There's too
talks.
much on it.
Nah, you good, but yeah, I mean, you know, I've heard of that, and
They're gonna get it.
only one person makes it. You feel me? And that's us. You feel me? So we here.
Hey, y'all remember that movie? Look Who's Talking? Where the little egg.
Exactly. That's exactly where I don't even know I remember that, but yeah.
Hey, because that movie is like the perfect example of how to describe that.
Real shit. And as you see, he came out and he was like, "Oh shit, he popped up. He in the earth now. You feel me? I'm in this bitch." You know,
Yeah, you gotta have some type of host, you know, to
Now, I think that as far as those like incubators, like what he was talking about, like you could probably like visually watch someone grow in a cup, like just watching a fishbowl effect. Like, wow, it went from being a tadpole
to a whole ass
to a
cow.
whole
That's
cow.
me out.
Like, and you're watching it in a glass.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what
I wouldn't be
like, do they do that? Is everything time lapse?
I wouldn't be surprised if the time on
no,
me.
for real. Like,
Fucking
does-
going
We gonna
fast
speed up
like
the process.
no,
They're like, oh,
does
we
it
gotta
take-
get them out faster. We need more meat.
on me, Paul.
Yeah, like even cloning a real person, like you said, like it's 9 months for a real like person to come out the womb, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out of a clone incubator, how long does it take? 3 months? Do you mature quicker, or does it take double the time, or does it take you 18 months or 24 months in the incubator because you're not in a natural womb?
Well, I don't know how many months, but
You know,
Think about how
far as
like you grow plants, right?
I wouldn't say that. I would say far as like how long it took. I'm about to switch subject on you niggas. Far as long, you know what took long, nigga, me watching this Drink Champ shit.
who's on that episode?
Yeah, well, it's incubated when they like the shit. But nah, I was watching Drink Champ stuff because we started going in. Niggas, yeah, I fucks with the show, my niggas sipping and drinking. That's how we
That
doing.
was the
Man.
first podcast I ever watched.
What, the Drink Champs? I was damn. That's a good first like podcast to watch. That's fire.
I was Jermaine Dupree. I think they had on here. That was the one.
I haven't seen that one. I was watching the. I seen one he had, or the one I was recently watching, and what reminded me because you was mentioning it earlier with how it's game banging in Atlanta and shit. I was watching the one with Waka Flocka Mama, Big U, and Trick, and they was all on one episode. It was another nigga too. I'm not sure of his name, but he was, they was just breaking down on like why niggas got to check in and how gangs is in certain areas and how it's it's structured in a sense, basically how he was explaining it. And in the South, but all over though, you feel me? But he was saying how gangs migrated. And it was like, yeah, how Cube, when he dropped that one song of how a nigga from LA go out of town and set up shop and put niggas on and shit. It was, basically giving Cube his props on telling that story because that's how it really was. But I was just watching it and I thought it was just a dope episode because they was dropping a lot of game and Waka Flocka Mama was saying like a lot of like real shit too. Like, damn, she was really holding it down and really got power on some like Griselda Blanco shit of the rap culture. You feel me? That's how I was looking at it though. But that was my Drink Champs or the Drink Champs episode I was watching. But I thought you were gonna say something about the banging in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to go into specifics.
No. I'm saying, I guess we can elaborate on everything.
For sure.
I just feel gangbanging, just the culture of it, as far as how it became so, you could say desensitized. Like when it comes to the fall of the Black Panthers, you dissolve them from within. I believe that gangbanging in a sense wasn't formed by us. Like when it comes to going city to city, I really think that was the feds, bro.
Possibly.
The feds, like
Absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised.
And because it's like you don't got that much innovation to really want to take over the world. We just want to take over our block. We're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna go to this city and set up.
True.
And then this city is set up. This city is set up.
Yeah, like how they said in the movie with Fred Hampton, he got the Judas there, and he like, you don't know the nigga working for the feds, so he probably like, yeah, we gonna go out here. Meanwhile, he got the source telling him what to do, corrupt ass source, like, yeah, we want you to do this, we want y'all to start that. Even like how they say, like in part of Chicago, they was in certain shootouts, and it wasn't even niggas doing it, it was like feds, police, or whatever the case, so I wouldn't be surprised off that.
Yeah, but I guess the street part of it comes a lot with drugs, crack game. Man, tell everything off.
Absolutely.
Because it's the effect. We could all be together when all of us ain't got nothing. We did. We could all be cool when all of us ain't got nothing. But then that's the catch. When you drop crack, which is something that I don't think anybody in the hood had enough intervention to create of, let alone distribute. But if you got a neighbor on this block, we both ain't got nothing. All of us ain't got nothing. You drop.
So you was
Crack
just that
on this.
one smart nigga to figure out this is how to make crack and just
No, but you gotta realize.
No,
I ain't got nothing.
that's what I'm saying.
So
So
somebody out of nowhere come like.
exactly. No, that's what I'm agreeing with you on that. It's like, so you mean to tell me this one nigga that had nothing like us was just that innovative to be like, I got it, nigga.
Out
Like
of
you mix
nowhere,
this
right?
with that
Out of
and this is
nowhere.
how we got to clone cow. Like,
See what I'm saying? Just that
so
quick.
this is how you got your
Right?
instructions.
You create jealousy
Mm-hmm.
because all of a sudden now you got a Benz, you got gold all on, you got the baddest. You feel me? You dating the chick that I like now.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I hate you now. We was once brothers, but now I ain't nothing like you now because
We
you
was
richer
once
than me.
two brothers at the same
You was
same
richer than
time.
me now.
Used to holler at the
Know what I'm
hoochies with the
saying?
same line. Real shit.
Now Buck Rogers and all them cats, you know, they have to go a different way because we can't be community resistance and progress.
There
We
we go.
got to do our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we go up north, you feel me? To the side, we do things different because everybody is blood anyway. And you take something that was good and then you reverse it and make it a negative.
Right.
Because it's like, everybody, what's up, yeah, bro? Niggas was cuz. They said cuz too, because if you wasn't my blood, you was my cousin. That's comedic principles, though. You dig? That's how Iwata's thinking, and the peacekeeper, and you know where we get our constitution and stuff from.
Yeah.
You dig? Because if you share food with somebody, your family, you're socially obligated not to war with them.
Real shit. My boy was dropping some real bars on y'all
Nah,
real quick.
bro. Just crack, bro. Just crack. And then when it spreads, it could spread like wildfire. So, now you got a whole civilization of like zombies. We don't know like chemically.
Mm-hmm.
I think crack was more like a spell. You feel me? If you don't believe in science, you gotta believe in sorcery. It's either one or the other. Most people are either realists or mystics. It ain't too. And when I mean realists, they mean scientists. You know the type of scientist person that physics and things like that. Or you're a mystic. You're one or the other. So I try to think theoretically.
Block your bars, but go ahead.
I try to think theoretically when it comes to everything. Like, gang banging is the product of crack in the community.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get. Self-hate. It went from self-love to self-hate. Nowhere in history did we hate each other rather than when crack came. And then it was self-hate. All hate. You did all hate. So I don't know. When I think of crack, I think of gang banging. When I think of gang banging, I think of crack. We 80s babies. We crack babies.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you like it or not. If you was born any time after 1983, you a crack baby. Or Sherm, or just
Absolutely.
because of the era. Sherm and all that. If you was 70s baby, you good. Because your parents might have did a little coke, went to go dance at Donna Summers or something. You know what I'm saying?
They had the heroin back then.
But it was soft, though.
Mm-hmm.
But it was soft. You don't know the chemical matter when you take baking soda and it get hard and you rock it up hard. You don't know what that do to the brain. You don't know what smoking embalming fluid do to your brain.
So now they got the lean in too. So it's like it's a newer wave. So what would you associate that with? The new wave, since you associate, or since not just you, but damn.
That was really loud, right?
On me.
Loud, wasn't it?
Y'all heard that? That shit lit.
Yeah, they doing anything. We vibrating so hard.
Yeah, we start vibrating heavily. You see, it got the call, shit, it's going off.
Yeah,
so
vibrating too hard.
Yeah, real shit. Energy.
Nah, the lean.
So what would you associate? Yeah, what would you if you associate crack with gang banging now? So
well, lean is
because
in the
now
name.
that's the new hood.
Well, what is the name like?
Lean.
That's what it make you do. You lean,
Mm-hmm.
going down, decline. You don't think it's sharply. You're not as quick. So it's more like a zombie drug. Like whatever you was gonna do, it took that from you. You're too down there to do whatever it was you was gonna do now.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. It's just a new crack, but in a liquid. It gets in your blood quicker. Probably breaks you down smoother.
Yeah, right. That definitely.
I say probably because I don't know. I don't fuck for the rap. Sound like everybody making noise right
Yeah, that's all I hear. I hear commotion.
now. Man.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that yeah, any drug breaks you down. I mean, definitely breaks you down. But I like the analogy on it, as far as you in a decline and it's breaking you down slowly and
Yeah.
smoothly. You know, because
Smooth.
you smooth as fuck when you
Smooth.
want it. I don't know. I've never done it. You know what? I have, but I've done it on some like actual. A nigga was like sick and I wasn't even prescribed. Somebody gave like take a teaspoon of this.
And it put you down.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I can't fuck with this shit. I was like,
And it put you down.
you're right. I feel high.
So,
You know,
not even high. I feel low.
low and high. Yeah,
You be like, man, I'm down. High is you kind of up.
I definitely
I'm
was
moving
not
around.
that. Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah,
that.
I'm
I was
low.
definitely low, but you know the
That's a
symptoms of
downer.
after being high, like, man, I don't want to do nothing but chill and eat or
That's
go
a
sleep.
downer, man. That's a downer.
So yeah, so basically, I'll say lean is just the music now, and how you mentioned, you know, what you say, mystics and
Realism or
realism,
mystic.
and it's like
One or the other.
it's almost like how you saying a metaphysical side. I don't know if you mentioned that, and
You now I didn't say metaphysical, but you probably got where I was saying. Because
okay,
I said comedic
comedic, all right.
principles.
Comedic principles,
But it is metaphysics at the end of the day too. So
okay. And
boom.
I took it as like, okay, you putting out all the sorcery in there, you know, you with the music and with the, you know, how you was breaking it down. It's like, oh, you know, you putting out the spell, you casting spells out there, you know, just from your
But that's what
words,
harmonic convergence is, right?
you know, the vibration of it, and you caught it
Ain't
all of that.
Ain't that what harmonic convergence is?
I don't know, but let me know.
Harmonic convergence.
Break it down for the
Harmony.
people and myself.
Harmony is words. It's power in the words and it's power in rhythms through the
Mhm.
frequencies of the universe.
There we go.
That's it. Different tones. Everything that's gonna be done in the universe it's a beat to it. Or a spell. Sim sim salabim. Open sesame. Whatever the case may be. Something like that.
Open sesame. That sounds like
Sim
a
sim
door
salabim.
about to open and money is there for you. Yeah.
Just the magic words. That's it.
And they had the magic words to convince people to do what they wanted to do, and now we're currently in the state we're in.
How do you feel about the capital rating?
Say that again?
How do you feel about the capital being rated?
The Capitol being raided? I don't think it was really raided. I think it was more so of staging, in a sense, where no way in hell you can let these people get past this. Like, even, you know, even with the jokes on the internet, it's still like some realism to it. Like, how the fuck could y'all let this? It's like if I have armed security, I trained y'all top tier, I pay y'all top dollar. You mean tell me you let these niggas get into the house? Like, they went directly in the front gate. Like, y'all niggas stand there. Y'all work there. Y'all got the burners, choppers, all that. Y'all, so y'all just let them go through there.
What was they
Like,
supposed
do
to
y'all
do?
know? Do y'all know them?
What was
Yeah.
they supposed to do? I mean,
You supposed to do
morally-
your job.
Morally, put yourself in that situation.
You supposed to do your job on that. Morally, because I don't know the people, so I can't say morally. I don't know what their intentions are, or none of that. So if I don't know you, I don't know your intentions. Versus you holding up a flag and you know you supporting
So
somebody.
basically, all those National Guards were either supposed to open fire
I'm not saying open
and have
fire.
warning shots?
There's something to simmer down a situation. There's all type of ways to
I'm
do
saying,
so.
I'm saying, like, you're under fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are your rules of engagement?
What's the word? I want to use the proper term.
You're under pressure now. You got 10,000.
You supposed to. I'm gonna keep it regular.
You
You
got
supposed to.
20,000 people in front of you.
You supposed to calm that down.
They all got on hats and Mac.
You're trained for
They all
this.
got on Mac hats and.
But you trained. You have people that
one
are trained. They've done this on. They did the test subject on the Black
against
Lives.
who?
against black people, or not even just black people, just for the protests, because it wasn't just black people out there.
Have you think they ever did a test on themselves? Like your opponent is someone who looks similar to yourself now.
Absolutely, I think they have all type of anything we can. I'm not gonna give them that much, but I would say I wouldn't be surprised if they do have these certain type of tests for these certain situations to calm down the situation to where you're not dumbfounded to respond to it, not react, but respond to it. If you mean tell me y'all didn't even respond to it, y'all didn't react either. What
They
did y'all
didn't.
did? Nothing.
That's terrible, right? But when it was us,
Mm-hmm.
with a busload of college students with their little guns and rifles, the National Guard got up there so quick
Right. See, so you get what I'm saying.
against the Panthers back in the day when they stormed the Capitol.
You know, it's a whole threat for lunches or
Man.
breakfast.
They got up
It's
there
a
so
threat.
quick.
Like that's you making breakfast for all the homies and the families and everybody. You making just nigga peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You making those, and the police like, nah, this nigga's dangerous. You ain't even got any weapons on you, but you just like, you mean to tell me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in my hand making for all these people? I'm dangerous. Yeah, it's dangerous because I have the power to not control, but I have influence to, sway your thinking.
So where do you think that comes from?
What?
That's just like thinking like that.
Where does it come from?
Yeah, where does it stem from? Like, what do you think?
I mean, for probably just being oppressed. To want to change something. Like you don't like the way something is going, so it's like you figure out how can I change it, or what do I need to do, or just asking. I think it comes from just a
I
question.
don't feel like people of color are hostile.
What do you mean?
We've been totally oppressed, but we don't really seem too hostile. We don't seem too mad.
I think it's on a higher level than. I think it's on a higher level. That's why
Put it like this. If I was an alien, right, and I came down to this planet, I was traveling. I was like, let's go to Earth. I would, no, for real.
Shout out to Kim.
I would come to Earth, and I came down here and seen what was happening. I would think white people was the slaves.
What would be your reason for thinking that?
Because they the ones that's mad.
Okay.
If I came down to this planet and I looked around and seen how people were behaving and seen the issues of the planet, especially the United States of America, Western civilization, I would think white people were slaves. I would think you would think so because anger brings oppression. Black people we ain't heard nothing on the news. A group of white kids were lynched today. You ain't heard it. You ain't heard us mess with nobody. Do nothing to nobody of the opposite race. Nothing, bro. Nothing. No swatting, which is the #1 crime in America, which is swatting.
Swatting.
Yeah, swatting. You Google it right now.
Google swatting. What is it actually? What are they actually doing?
It's basically taking 10% truth and 90% lie. This is swatting. You're arguing with your girl. You got a white neighbor or any type of neighbor. I ain't got to say white. You ain't got to put a color on it because swatting ain't swatting. You're arguing with your girl. Too loud. You might throw a chair or something. Whatever. You hear too much noise. The neighbors say, "Oh, my neighbor's arguing with his girl. He hit her and da-da-da-da-da-da-da." The police come. Feel me? It's 10% truth, 90% lie. The truth is y'all was arguing.
The other
the
part
lie is that
you don't know what.
But you don't know. So now the police have to come. And say, well, I got a call on this. Yeah. Now they have to come verify that this is what's going on. They don't know the truth or not. They got to come see. That's what their whole investigation is. Swatting. It's the #1 crime in America. Just lying on somebody.
Speaking of lying,
I see 3 guys walking down the street, red, white, and blue, and they got a gun. The truth is, it's 3 guys walking down the street, red, white, and blue. The lie is they got a gun. So let a cop go. Hold on, freaks. They're going to get 3 guys, red, white, and blue. That's the truth. So now I got to make sure the rest is true.
No, that's
So
real,
now
man.
they get pulled over and searched up for nothing. You walking down the street. Well, I got a call that y'all got a gun and y'all fit the description. That's swatting.
You fit the description. Yep.
And white people do it a lot
and
to us.
what's
You would think
what's so cold
they were the
is
slaves. That's
yeah.
all I meant by that. Because we don't bother anybody.
Right. We be chilling, you know. I be chilling.
Chilling.
And
We don't even snitch on nothing.
Speaking of swatting too, man.
Only
I got a
people
new
snitch is
vid.
old black people that want to protect their house.
I got a new
Anything
vid
around their
coming
house,
out,
they
bro.
tell it.
I got a new vid. I got a new vid
For
that's
real.
coming up with that deals with swatting, right? Oh, you pulling it up here?
Swatting on the video.
Oh no, not the video. I ain't dropping it just yet. But I do have
Did you read the we didn't even read it, huh?
No, we didn't. We didn't read
We didn't even get to the definition.
hydrocodone going crazy right now.
The action or practice of making a prank call to emergency services in an attempt to bring about the dispatch a large number of armed police officers to a particular address.
Now, if you racist and you already don't like black people or something, I would think
This is like the
this is the like,
that's
oh nigga, this is go time. It's like that's almost like, oh, we got free
DV.
They got free lunch over here. Let's all pull up. Oh, we got free food. Exactly. Fatality. But yeah, man. On my next vid, bro, it's called Sky Falling, right? And we're dealing with some swatting on there. So I want y'all to stay tuned for that. I'm dropping it next week on the not on the DuckOff Hour, but next week before the DuckOff Hour. So make sure y'all tune in next week on the DuckOff Hour because we about to go into swatting. We about to, we was chopping game today, man. So it's been a pretty great show. I got the homie pulled up, all the homies in here. You feel me?
Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, man. Man. We're off top, bro. You feel me? My niggas was dropping bars in here. He wasn't rapping, but he was rapping now. You know what I mean? Ski, Y'all can hear the homie sound effects in the back, but yeah, the homie going crazy on the boards. But yeah, man, we gonna wrap it up. Salute to everybody that tuned into the DuckOff Hour this week. Salute to the sponsors, my boy Cool Ass Cam, Jay Bizzle, TB pulled up, Booyah, that Rodney in the cut. Salute to my Hey, salute to everybody pulling up, man, on the DuckOff Hour. This concludes tonight's episode of the DuckOff Hour. Make sure y'all hit the website, lavellestreets.com. Go ahead and tap in with everything I got going on. Make sure y'all follow me on all the different platforms because I'm on everything, you feel me? And yeah, man, it's been a great show. So salute to y'all for tuning in. I'm about to go ahead and get up on out of here type of shit. Yeah, feel me? But nah, man. Salute to everybody that's tuning in, man. Make sure y'all get that Ducked Off LP. It's out now on my website, lavellestreets.com. And yeah, we're gonna get up out of here, man. Before we do, I wanna ask Cam something. My nigga hit the boards like Cam. Cool ass Cam. I really don't have a question for you. I just want to give you like a proper introduction, outro type shit.
I never got an intro.
Yeah.
I just started talking to them.
Yeah,
But I'm here, yo.
Cool ass Cam in the building, man. Salute. But that part, he was holding the boards down as you per usual. Wow, And we're gonna go ahead and get on up out of here, man. Jay Biscuit, you got something you want to say too? Matter of fact, because we don't do this too often, my nigga, with you here. So you got any other? I ain't gonna say last words, but you got any other words you'd like to say?
Y'all check my boy out, man. Lavelle Streets, man. That DuckOff Hour, man. He's a good guy, real guy, informative, and man, check that music out, man. Supporters. That's it. Innovative culture. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, DJ Punch at FM. Did?
Yeah.
FM Matt podcast. Check that out. Lavelle Streets. Big DuckOff Hour, innovative culture, and everything. My boy TB in the back. You feel me? That boy, that man riding that crazy. That Rodney, you feel me? That's it.
Right, man. We gonna come out.
Everybody tap in.
Yeah.
That's it. Thanks for having me.
Have you ever experienced swatting before you get up out of here?
All the time.
All the time.
All the
Damn.
time. All the time. All the time.
For sure. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. Salute to all y'all tuning in. And we out. This. Yeah, we're out of here. I would say we out this. Beep, beep, beep. We out. We out. Drop the duck, Cam. Quiet. Nigga, they heard. Nigga, I can hear you.
We're gonna play some exit tunes.
What up?
Play some exit tunes.
Oh yeah, some exit tunes. There we go. Let's get up out of here, man. You hooked up to the boards, aren't you? All right, you might play on yours. We live, and we you getting all the live vibes. We out. I like that, man. That was fire. Yeah. They kind of sound like seagulls a bit.
Flock of geese.
A geese, all right. Hey, can you pull up that one with oh boy? We'll do it for next one, but with oh boy, he was like, it's the difference between I ain't gonna say some. If I'm talking about bitches, I'm gonna say if she a duck. I ain't gonna say she with a bunch of ducks. You with a bunch of geese. Like, where the hoe? I ain't gonna say where the hoes at. I'm gonna say where the geese or that. But yeah, all right. Salute. We out.